Hello and welcome back to episode 19 of your Newcastle upon Tyne construction and restoration fortnightly update video. Coming up in this week's video, we'll be visiting all the usual sites including Pottery Lane and Pilgrim Place among many others. Also in this week's episode, we have a new site which has started up in the last couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. So let's dive right in and see what progress has been made in the last 2 weeks. So starting our city tour at the demolition of the former students' accommodation at Castle Leazes, which has been prepared for the new students' village to be built. Work to remove the rubble from the first few blocks to be demolished is still ongoing, with the remaining blocks still awaiting demolition, with the tall blocks over towards the back of the site all having their windows removed. Down at the former Bark and Stonehouse store at Gallagher, some construction work has taken place at the bottom end of the site where the concrete had been laid in the previous video, and looking around you can see a lot more prefabricated steel reinforcement has also been delivered, and towards the back of the site a lot more concrete is being poured. Works above the metro station at St James are continuing, with the removal of all the advertising boards and concrete walls now complete, with just the clearing of the site to finish. According to the planning application, work is being carried out to install 6 new display hoardings, 3 non-illuminated and 3 internally illuminated, so sorry to disappoint anyone thinking it might have something to do with the expansion of St James's Park. Moving on down to the new students' accommodation on St James's Boulevard. At the back of the site, most of the cladding is now complete, with just sections along the bottom to install. Around the corner at the front of the building, they are now starting to fit the cladding along the bottom, with a small bit of cladding still missing from the window above. Down at the site of the new apartment blocks down on Pottery Lane, looking from the great vantage point of the Redgate Bridge, you can see over towards the back of the site they have reached floor 5, with the front a little way behind at floor 2. Down on Pottery Lane itself, you can see the progress being made on the lower floors from ground level. Across the bottom end of the site, towards Forth Banks, you can see the concrete base with steel reinforcement starting to be installed. And as you can see by this image, what the final construction will look like, with the first phase expected to open sometime in 2026 and the remaining block sometime in 2027. Now on to the His Majesty's Revenue and Customs building, with work now starting to fill in the gap on the Pilgrim Street side of the building, with the framing now starting to be installed. On the junction of Market Street, you can see scaffolding has appeared where the dome used to be, and the Collier House fascia, which was put into storage during the construction, as you can see on this old photo. On Market Street itself, window frames are now appearing in the bottom windows, and around on John Dobson Street, a lot more frames, panels and glass have been fitted to this side of the building. Down at the Pilgrim Place site, construction of the 2 main lift shafts is continuing at pace, with one over the back of the site at floor 1 with 2 floors below ground level, with the second shaft now starting to get off the ground, and lots of steel reinforcement which has been fitted at various locations across the whole site. And we have also had the announcement that the Department of Work and Pensions has signed up to one of the blocks, with the other one going to be Grade A office space. On Warsack Street itself, work is continuing on the city's second stack venue, which is due to open around May this year. Around on Pilgrim Street, the council are continuing work to install new paving and a new cycle lane, which is expected to finish a bit later this year. So on to the new site I mentioned at the beginning of the video. The former General Hospital site on the West Road is going to be turned into a health innovation neighbourhood, a UK first apparently. It will be part of Newcastle University. They are going to be building research and innovation facilities, education spaces, NHS facilities and new homes, a transport hub and shops. It will take around 10 years to complete, as the remaining hospital buildings will be demolished over the coming years to make way for the whole project, so I'll be keeping an eye on this one in future videos. Round at the North East Space Skills and Technology Centre on Ellison Place, as you can see, work on the lift shafts has now started, with prefabricated blocks being installed. And now for a quick roundup of all the other projects going on in the city right now. Looks like the restoration of the cathedral is just about complete, with the scaffolding now being removed from the outside. Work on the restoration of the Tyne Bridge is continuing, but there's no visible signs of you seeing any of the completed work at the moment. Hopefully that'll change in the next few months. Northumberland Street still looks like a giant maze while they're doing the pavement improvement works, with lots of areas all down the street barriered off to pedestrians. And finally, work on the high-end hotel is still ongoing, with temporary wooden doors put in where the door frame was installed in the last video 2 weeks ago. So just before I wrap this video up, please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on all the construction and restoration projects going on in the city right now. Also, please give it a massive thumbs up, as it really helps my channel grow, and if you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell notification when I release more videos. A massive thank you for watching. See you next time on 55 Degrees North.